Have you ever wondered why some professionals get noticed, earn promotions, lead teams, and influence important decisions, while others with similar technical skills struggle to grow? The answer often comes down to one critical skill, which is communication. In today's business world, success is not determined only by what you know, but also by how effectively you share your ideas, collaborate with others, negotiate solutions, and build professional relationships. If you're presenting a proposal to management or even write an email to a client, participating in a team meeting, or maybe even leading a project, strong communication skill can significantly impact your career growth. That is why business communication is one of the foundational subjects in every MBA program. It helps professionals communicate clearly, confidently, and professionally across different business situations. In this module on business communication, you will learn the fundamentals of business communication, understand different communication channels, explore verbal and non-verbal communication techniques, develop professional writing skills, and learn how effective communication contributes to organizational success. By the end of this module, you'll have a strong understanding of how communication drives teamwork, leadership, decision making, and even business performance in modern organizations. That's it. If these are the type of videos you'd like to watch, then hit that subscribe button with the bell icon to get notified whenever we host. And just so that you know, if you are interested in pursuing an MBA from a globally recognized university without putting your career on hold, then the online MBA by Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeeth offers 10 industry-focused specializations including AI, business analytics, ESG, operations, and more. Learn through live weekend classes or recorded sessions at your convenience, all at a fraction of a cost of the traditional MBA. This course comes with a wide range of benefits like placement assistance, opportunities for international exposure, and specializations developed with the industry leaders like Grant Thornton, and a lot more. This program is designed for professionals who want to accelerate their careers, and if you want to know if this MBA is the right fit for you, click the link in the description and in the pinned comments to explore the program and its career benefits. With that, let's have a small quiz to test your communication acumen. Which of the following is an example of formal communication? Casual chat with a friend, social media post, official company email, personal text message. Let me know your answers in the comment section below. Imagine two employees. The first employee is technically brilliant. He knows the work inside out. He delivers quality results and understands every detail of the project. The second employee has average technical skills. However, she explains ideas clearly, speaks confidently in meetings, writes professional emails, handles clients effectively, and can convince stakeholders to support her proposals. Now, here's the interesting question. Who do you think gets promoted faster? In most organizations, the answer is usually the second employee. Not because communication is more important than technical knowledge, but because communication is the bridge that allows knowledge to create impact. And that's exactly why business communication is one of the first subjects taught in MBA programs across the world. As future managers, your success will not only depend on what you know, it will depend on how effectively you can communicate what you know. Today, let's understand business communications from a managerial perspective. Now, if you ask me why communication matters in business, think about a typical day inside an organization. A manager is assigned work to team members. A sales executive is pitching a product to a customer, and HR is conducting an interview. A finance manager is presenting budget recommendation. A CEO is announcing a new business strategy. What is common in all these situations? Communication. Organizations don't run on building software or machines, they run on conversations. Every instructions, decisions, negotiations, presentation, and collaboration depends on communication. When communication is effective, organizations move faster. When communication breaks down, projects get delayed, customer becomes unhappy, and teams lose direction. That is why communication is often called as lifeblood of businesses. Now, what exactly is business communication? Business communication is simply means exchanging information within a professional environment to achieve business goals. Notice something important here. The object is not just talking. The object is achieving results. A manager doesn't communicate just to share information. A manager communicates to influence decisions, align teams, solve the problems, build relationships, and even drive business outcomes. That is the difference. That difference is what separates casual communications from business communication. Now, communication is more than just speaking.
When most people hear the word communication, they immediately think about speaking. But communication is most broader than that. In a corporate environment, communication happens in multiple forms. You speak during meetings, you write emails, you prepare reports, you deliver presentations, you participate in video conferences. You even communicate through your body language. In fact, many managers discover that what they don't say is something as important as they do say. Imagine a manager saying, "Great job, team," but saying it with folded arms, a serious face, and no eye contact. Will the team feel appreciated? Probably not. This shows us that communication is not only about words, it is about it is also about tone, confidence, posture, and also attitude. Now, if you ask me what is the biggest communication mistakes in organization, let me share a common workplace scenario. A manager sends an email to the team. A manager believes the instructions are clear. The employees interpret the message differently. Everyone starts working based on their own understanding. A week later, the deliverables are completely different from what the manager expected. Now the manager says, "That's not what I meant." The employees respond, "That's what we understood." Who made the mistake? Most people immediately blame the receiver, but effective communication is not only about what is said, it is about what we understood. The responsibility of communication does not end when the message is sent. It ends when the message is correctly understood. This is one of the most important lessons every MBA student should remember. Now let's move on to the communication skills every manager needs. As you move on to managerial positions, four communication skills become extremely valuable. The first is listening. Many people listen only to reply. Great managers listen to understand. The second is speaking. Managers need to explain ideas clearly and confidently. Whether they are conducting meetings, handling clients, or even presenting strategy, strong verbal communication builds credibility. The third is writing. A poorly written email can create confusion. A well-written email can save hours of unnecessary meetings. Professional writing is one of the most underrated skills in corporate life. The fourth is presentation skills. At some point in your career, you will need to present ideas to executives, investors, clients, or even stakeholders. Your ability to communicate ideas can directly influence business decisions. Now, let's take a look at the 7 C's, which is a simple formula for effective communication. Many MBA programs teach the formula of 7 C's of communication. Think of these as checklists before you communicate anything. The first one is the message clear? Is it concise? Is it complete? Is it correct? Is it concrete? Is it coherent? And is it courteous? If you can answer yes to all these 7 questions, your communication is likely to be effective. These principles apply whether you're writing an email, preparing a report, or delivering a presentation. Now let's look into how communication in modern corporate world works. Today's workplaces looks very different from what it looked like 10 years ago. Teams are spread across different cities and countries. Meetings happen on Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Employees collaborate through Slack, emails, and digital platforms. Artificial intelligence is helping generate reports and content. Yet, despite all these technology advancements, one thing remains: organizations still depend on effective communication. Technology can deliver messages faster, but only people can communicate meaningfully. That is why communication remains one of the most valuable skills in every industry. Now let's take a look at what we learned from today's session. As an MBA student, you will study finance, marketing, economics, operations, analytics, and strategy. All these subjects will help you make better decisions. But business communication will help you ensure that those decisions are understood, accepted, and implemented. The ability to inspire people, the ability to influence decisions, and the ability to move organizations towards a common goal. And that journey begins with mastering business communication. And with that, we have reached the end of this session on business communication skills. If you found this useful, drop a like and subscribe for more business administration breakdowns. And if you want a deeper dive into topics like business statistics, marketing management, organizational behavior, and more, let me know in the comments. This is Simplilearn's video. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.